Hey, welcome to another episode of the Brick Separators, episode 7. This one's going to be a lot different. We're on location in Novi, Michigan for BrickWorld, Michigan. And I am here to help you, actually. I am actually an official member of Pop's Block Shop today.
Yep.
And I'm here to learn what it takes to run a booth. And I thought I'd shoot some video of Derek here running his booth. And get an inside look of how this all runs. So I'm going to share some of that with you. And Derek, you got any words there?
Yeah, it's Sunday morning. It's been great. The first day was awesome. We met some great people here, and yeah, thanks for coming out, everyone. Thanks for following this podcast. It's awesome that we can do this. And we almost thought we weren't going to do one, but this bright idea guy here said, let's just do this, record an intro, and I'll take some footage, and this is what you get. So
I think my favorite moment from yesterday was the guy that came and while you're trying to add up his total, he's like, "What, you're not going to do this on camera?" And I'm like, "Oh!" Give that guy a high five. That was the best thing all day.
That was awesome.
We actually got to meet some cast members from Lego Masters yesterday and have a conversation. That was awesome. Just to be able to do that. Phil with the husband-wife team. They came over and talked to Derek and us about about behind the scenes. It was really great. Today I'm only here about half the day though, and then I'm going to take off, try to get home before it gets too late. But I think we got a full day.
Yeah, I got to camp with Ralph on our site, and got to know a little more about him. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that. But
Yeah.
No. He definitely is a foodie. I learned that about him. He's traveled a lot, so
I've taught him some things. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Especially about barbecue last night.
Yeah. And I did feed him. If you're wondering, I did feed him a couple times. He's all right. He's gonna be all right. I'll get you water after this clip.
That doesn't make sense. Go watch his vlogs because I keep complaining about how he doesn't give me water or food. So there you go. All right. Well, I will take it from here, and we will finish setting up for the day. The doors are opening in 20 minutes, and hopefully another great day. Yesterday was a good day for you.
Yeah.
And so if everything, the next 3 weeks go for you like this, I think you'll be retiring soon.
Doubt it. I'll be buying more stock. That's what I'll be doing.
All right.
What is up, everybody? We're hanging out at the lake. There's Ralph behind me.
Hello.
You just made it here to Michigan.
Yeah, so met up with Derek on Friday about 3 p.m. on Friday, and helped him finish setting up. And then we headed over to the conference center. We drove around back. They let us drive right in, so we were parked right behind those black curtains. And it's a big hall, but it looked kind of tiny. And they gave us 2 tables there, the ones that without covers. So we had just gotten there.
This broken mock? The mock? Yeah, I created this minifigure stand. It's broken. And we're going to see how long it takes just to get it back together. Not all the minifigures on there, but we'll see.
Yeah, it took quite a bit of time to get all that out and put together. Yeah, so right behind those black curtains, that they let us drive right up there, so we have the van there. Derek only had like maybe 5 or 6 big bins of stuff, so let him get it all out. I helped put that rack together in the back, which we put sets on, and he had 2 big stands. One stand, this stand he's putting together is his $6 minifigures, and I'll go over all these later. And this one is his more premier figures, which he had. This is the one he just built recently on his vlog, and he had lots of problems with just putting it together. Here he's trying to get the Technic pins together.
Ooh. Yep. That one jumped off.
And then we find out a little bit like it's missing pieces in the middle.
Oh, there we go.
Derek has a lot of energy. Let's just put it that way. He is bounds full of energy.
Oh, this one's coming.
He was bouncing around all over the place.
I extended it even longer, so
I wish I had that amount of energy. And plop.
Oh!
Where's those little hammers they use on Lego Masters?
Yeah, right.
Tap them down. This seems for some reason, it's coming off of there.
Now he figures out that it's
For
missing.
some reason.
I don't understand
no.
like how he just realized,
yeah.
it's missing
Where'd
a
that
piece.
go?
No, I saw it laying around somewhere.
Took us a little bit here to find it.
No, there's a duplicate brick.
We cannot find this. Looked in all the bins, and then I remember I did drop a piece. There it is.
Finally get it together though. And once we got it together, he asked me to start putting minifigures on the stand.
It's coming together.
Here it is.
This is Ralph's job. The new
Not paying
minifigure
me.
stand.
Slave wages.
Yeah, so each of these minifigure stands had a sticker on it with the price. I let him do the pricing, and I just put everything on there. Now this was nerve-wracking to me. I just spent an hour putting all these things on there, and then he wanted to move it, and as crumbly as it was, I was very nervous. So I said, you know what, let me take some video, let me get something good out of it.
We did it.
But he did it. Whew. Thank God.
We lost a piece.
A little bit. Almost broke it.
Slides in here. I'm gonna break it now. Got it.
Well fixed.
We're moving
And
it
we
again.
moved it again, so I had to take some more video of that. Took us about 3 hours to get all set up from the time we got in and to figure it all out. So this is what it looked like. Poly bags, 3 stations for build a minifigure, accessory station for you could bag that up. I'll go over all this later in the video. Some animals and vehicles, another build a minifigure station, a $3 bin of minifigures, the premium stand of minifigures. In between this is where his Bob Ross figures would be sold, and we haven't put them out yet. And then the $6 minifigure stand here. So he had about 1,000 minifigures on display here. It was a pretty good amount. And then behind is behind that $6 one is the collectible minifigures. There is all of. He didn't bring a lot of sets, but he's got a few sets there for sale. And it was funny. Like people came in looking for specific sets. They were walking from vendor to vendor looking for the sets that they wanted. They weren't really shopping around.
to BrickWorld, Michigan on Saturday. We had it tucked away in this dirt road somewhere, so I'm hoping people will come out.
We're in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna get stuck.
We're camping.
Look at this truck.
This road is terrible. It's been raining for about 4 hours. It's 8:49 a.m. This show starts at 10, so we'll be there in about 10 minutes. And gotta do a few more things. Let's go. Made a mess. Setup is just about complete. Let's see if they get the people. Oh, they're in. They let them in 5 minutes early.
All right, let me walk you through how Derek has each station set up. There's multiple stations. In this section here, I'm just going to go over the minifigure stands and stations there. So let's take a look at how he's got this set up.
I think there's supposed to be 3 different Lego pairs.
The first station here is minifigures in a bin, and he had these priced. He had each of the minifigures bagged up in small little bags, and he had each one's priced for $3 each. Or you could get 4 for $10. And it's amazing how that little or 4 for $10 really drove sales. This is, I think, a little bit of Derek's genius in how to push sales a little bit. Hardly anybody just bought one. They all bought 4. And sometimes they would just come and hand you a $10 bill and say, I'm going to get 4, and then start looking through them. It was amazing. It was just simply amazing. Next up is Derek's stand with all his $6 minifigures. And these minifigures are not priced. He's got about, I think he said he can put about 400 minifigures or 600 minifigures onto this stand. And they're priced $6 each, or 4 for $20. Again, that or 4 for $20 is key, because, well, even less people than the minifigure bin do the $20. A lot of people do the $20. It's like, oh, I found 2. Well, I might as well get 2 more for $6 more instead of $8 more. There's that mentality of, there's a deal, I need to do it, and I need to buy it. And so this actually, I think was the most popular stand, because the $3 bin has, a lot of city, a lot of less desirable minifigures. This has more desirable minifigures at a stable price. So like, you can find what you were looking for and buy that. Now, this being so big, had lots of people just standing there staring at this thing for quite some time until they finally bought something, right? And they just all of a sudden picked 4 minifigures off and bought it. So this was another great stand. I think this was the most popular one, and made a lot of sales here. This stand is the new one that Derek just made in his vlog, and this held all of the what I'm calling his premium minifigures. Now, these are minifigures that start at $8 and go up from there. So each minifigure is individually priced and sits on these minifigure base plates, and we put stickers on each one of these. And so the idea was the customer would come up to this, say they wanted a minifigure that was $12. They would pull the minifigure with the stand off the minifigure stand. And so each one of these stands only has one stud underneath, and it made it easier for customers to pull that off. So they would pull that off, and we would take the base plate from them, and we would use that to calculate the price. So the base plate prices started at 8, so it was like 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, 18, and any price that was needed after that. Pretty much he did a lot of $8, $10, $12 base plates, and a lot of minifigures fell into that. Now, this wasn't as popular, although people love to look at this. The prices here are a little bit higher, and so it was very specific what people wanted. And there's no deal here either, right? Like, it's you're buying this one minifigure, and that's it. I think the most expensive minifigure that he sold, and I could be wrong, was Commander Cody. We originally had it priced at $50, and then he dropped it down to $40 at my shock and horror. and it sold at 40. So again, I think the idea of this stand with the base plates was amazing, and I think there's some opportunity to improve on that, which I'm actually working on a minifigure stand on my own, which I'll share in a future video. But I think this was just a really great idea, and it separated out the $6 minifigures that allowed customers to have that deal, but yet still have premium minifigures that you didn't have to price separately on the same stand. Now, behind all the stands, he had the collectible minifigures, and he had them away from the customers because he didn't want the customers to actually pull these off the stands. So the idea here was the customers would pick the minifigure that they wanted, and in the back behind there was a bunch of boxes for each of the series that he had. He only had 4 series out on display, and he would go in and pick a bag which had the minifigure disassembled, basically taken from the bag and put into a plastic bag so that he could easily identify it, so that he could give that out to him. And he priced them accordingly. He had Looney Tunes and Marvel, which was actually the popular one, and you can see in this video here, like, he sold out quite a bit. We actually went looking on Sunday morning at Meijer to see if we could find more of these, and we would have paid full price for them just because they were selling so fast. And then, you know, I think it was just a great idea. Like, people were looking for specific things and were willing to pay a little bit higher price. He had blind bags in the poly bag bin on the other side of the station, and people would see that but then go look at over there and go, I would just pay the extra money just to get what exactly what I wanted. And because Marvel is new, I think that was one of the reasons why that was so popular. I can't remember what other series he had here on the right. I think it was, I don't even know what it was. It was a couple of the newer series. They were semi-popular. Looney Tunes was popular, the Marvel was popular, the other numbered series were less popular there.
We're at day 2, BrickWorld Detroit. Ralph's there, and the gates have opened, so Wish us luck.
So here we have the build a minifigure stand. You could build 2 for $5 or 1 for $3 again. Nobody bought just one, they bought 2. That sale, that mentality, why leave that on the table? Here Derek is putting heads together because it's easier to find the head that you wanted. So by the end of the day, they were all apart. This is the fill-a-bag minifigure accessory. So this little bag here, you would fill it up for $5, or you could get 5 pieces for $1. It wasn't very popular, but one or a few people came and just like was going through that the whole time. This bin is full of poly bags, and people would love to rummage through that. These are the magazines from the UK. Not a lot of people knew what these things were. They were asking quite a bit. I think we only sold 3 of them. And here's the stand full of the sets that he brought. And that's a wrap from Novi, Michigan. Gonna start heading home. Still about 4 more hours left in the show, but I want to try to get on the road early so that I can get home before it's too late. Sunday turned out to be a little bit slower than Saturday, but still good. We met up with David from DNA Bricks, who was there poaching all of the expensive parts out of the accessory tray. He kept telling us how much each part was worth, and I kept trying to steal the tray back from him, but no. Anyways, it was fun. It was great. A lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's a lot on your feet. The preparation for these things, it is not easy. Like doing 4 of these, like he is crazy. A lot of preparation, and make sure you've got the minifigures. They are churning quite fast. We're constantly trying to keep minifigures on the stands, and the build minifigures stations are constantly filled with kids. The accessory tray was it's funny, it had a select few people, but they just kept coming back and buying more and more. So, well, I've got an 8-hour drive ahead of me, and I'm gonna cut it off here. So I want to thank everybody for watching this special episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you got us something out of it. And thank you, Derek and his wife and kids, who are great, and the dog Sunshine's my favorite. Me and him bonded pretty good. He knows who the dog people are, and he sniffed me out right away. So or she, that's a she. It's a golden doodle with more poodle, I think, in it, and it's such a sweet dog. So until next time, guys.
Did it.